Good morning, children. As you can see, we are in a farmyard, and I am here with you. Today we are going to have a new episode of STEM, STEM. And what do we have here? Well, we have, starring your indomitable investigator, Gourmet Gomez. Ta-da! I am so proud to present you a hen that can turn on its head. Amazing! Wow! This is not the amazing thing. Watch these leaves. They also turn. Oh my goodness. I am so smart. Well, has this got to do with these birds that are flying over the tree? Step into my office, will you? Here I have a floating suitcase. The floating suitcase which revolves, and out of the suitcase will appear a scroll. Look carefully on that scroll, and on that scroll it says, "The mysterious case of plant and animal survival." So my question would be, what do plants and animals need to survive? Where'd that cow come from? All right. So, plants need food. Aha, that is clue number one. But where do plants get their food from? Do they get it from the store? I don't think so. A plant can't walk to the store. Does it need to search for its food? I don't think so. Plants don't have legs. Do they get it from the water? Well, there is a plant that seems to be growing in the water, but believe it or not, it has a really long stem and it's growing in the ground underneath the water. How about from catching insects? Well, I know you've heard of a Venus flytrap, and they do eat insects, but other plants do not eat insects. No, in fact, plants make their own food. Here you have a diagram of a plant and the process called photosynthesis. All right, so clue number two. Here we have this picture of photosynthesis, and this is the basic needs for plants to make food. First of all, what do they need? Well, they'll need water. You can see water here at the bottom. The roots will absorb the water and take it up the stem to the leaves. In the leaves, they absorb carbon dioxide. They absorb it, and with the carbohydrates, they actually put out oxygen for us to breathe. But they don't only need that to convert it to food. They also need light. Plants need space to grow. As you can see, this is a lovely window box with lots and lots of flowers to grow in. But they wouldn't grow if you put even more in there. Well, now that we've just explored plants and we know what plants need, what are the basic needs for animals? What do you need, Mr. Giraffe, in order to survive? Oh, water. Yes, definitely. You will need water to survive. You'll need food. Well, the lion, he'll need different kinds of food from you, Mr. Giraffe. You eat leaves, but the lion, he eats food like you. Oh, I would also get out of here if I was you. You're right. Here are some meerkats. What are they showing us? Oh, yes. We need air or oxygen. You're absolutely correct. Animals also need space. Here you see a monkey behind the bars of his cage. Now, normally monkeys are free to run around in the jungle, but even if you keep them in a cage, you should have plenty of space for them to exercise because monkeys do need space. All right, they also need shelter, like a house. Oh, and trees. Aha, a cave. And a burrow. Who wants to be a millionaire? I do, I do. Let's see if you can answer these questions. Allison's class are growing plants. Allison brought her plant home and planted it. She put it next to the window in her bedroom. A week later, it still had not grown. She forgot to A. Give the plant nutrients. B. Put her plant in the sun. C. Talk to her plant. Or D. Water her plant. Now, any one of those would stop the plant from growing, but let's look carefully at the question. It says she put it in the window by her bedroom. So it is in soil because it's in a pot. So A would not be the wrong. B wouldn't. Let's see. I think the answer is to water her plant. If you also guessed that, you have $10,000. Yes! All right. Next question. Which plant needs the most water to survive? What are our choices? A tulip, a tree, a cactus, and a fern. Let's see. Well, I don't think it is a tulip. Nope, gone. Don't think it's a cactus. Cactus don't need a lot of water. Now, let's look at the difference between the size of that tree and the size of the fern. Which one do you think it is? It's the tree. Yes, if you thought it was the tree, you'd be correct. You have $20,000. Yes! All right, now you have $20,000, and Toby is 6 years old, and he's not very active. Who eats more than Toby? There is more than one. Would it be A, Toby's dad, B, Toby's older brother who is 13, C, Toby's baby brother, D, Toby's friend who plays soccer every day? So remember that Toby is 6 years old and he's not very active. He's a couch potato probably. Now, who would eat more than him? There are lots here who'd eat more than him, but the answer would be Toby's baby brother. That's the only one who wouldn't. The others all would. Okay, so now you have $30,000. Yes! Okay, so here we have some fish. And it says, which animal needs the most space to survive? Do you think it is the seahorse? No. How about the lobster? No. How about that goldfish? No. Okay, you would be correct. It is the killer whale, and you have $40,000. Yeah. All right, next one. You have $40,000. Are we on a roll? Yes, we are. So nutrients are A, materials that people need to grow different types of plants. B, materials that living things need to live to grow. C, light in the air that plants need to make food. Or D, gases in the air that plants need to make food. Let's think again. What are nutrients? Are they materials that people need to grow different types of plants? Are they B, materials that living things need to live to grow? Or is it C, light in the air that plants need to make food? Or is it D, gases in the air that plants need to make food? If you guessed materials that living things need to live to grow, you would be correct. Nutrients are like food and water, anything that gives you that oomph to be able to grow. And you had 40,000, now you have $50,000. Do you feel like doubling that? Oh my gosh. Let's see. What is the definition of survive? What does a definition mean? It means, what does survive mean? What does that word survive mean? Does the word survive mean to change, to stay alive? A. Or B, to change colors? Or C, to grow bigger? Or do you think it's D, to dry up? Let's look at that again. What does the definition of survive mean? What does it mean? A, to stay alive. B, to change colors. C, to grow bigger. Or D, to dry up. If you chose to stay alive, you would be correct, and you have $1,000,000,000. Yay! And your case is closed. You have the answer. All right. Now, for your last assignment, I would like you to take a piece of paper, divide it in half, and write and tell me two things. One thing that an animal needs and one thing that a plant needs. Please take a picture and give it to me in Teams or in Canvas. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.